And here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for coming over. We're back, man. We're back on the Truth Is channel. I missed this one. This was uploaded like 3 days ago. It says, Roc Nation just got exposed for being like Diddy. That's what the title of this video says. Now, we know that there's been a lot of coming out about Roc Nation, you know, and the daughter has been speaking out. You know, a lot of people are talking about Jay-Z. His name is getting mentioned a lot. Now, again, this stuff is alleged. I don't know what's true and what isn't. Just trying to inform myself. All right. The original video will be in the description for you guys to check out more and even subscribe. I always like to leave the video there just in case, you know, because, again, I might have to edit something out, and it gives you a way to go to his channel and check it out. But, again, man, this stuff it's been crazy, but just how it's all getting revealed, man. It's like stuff you wouldn't think people would be saying. But, hey, we ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Roc Nation just keeps on getting exposed. All year, we have been hearing new damning stories surface about Roc Nation. In the last few months alone, I covered several industry insiders calling them out. Academics has called them out, Nicki Minaj has called them out, and even the daughter of the CEO of Roc Nation has called them out too. But now it turns out Roc Nation is once again being exposed. And this time is by a personal assistant who was hired by Roc Nation under orders of their artist Little Uzi Vert. This personal assistant filed a lawsuit against Little Uzi and Roc Nation, suing Uzi for alleged and suing Roc Nation because when she brought it to their attention, they allegedly ignored it, allowing Uzi's inner...
Look. Again, man, there's a lot of people who are alleging things. And again, I'm not saying that these things are happening, but I'm not saying they ain't. But I just feel like when you are in a position of power, you got a lot of money, you're able to make things go away. And how she's saying that she told them and they did nothing about it. Again, some people get so caught up in these celebrities that they feel like, they be like, no, this person wouldn't do that. Like they know this person. We don't know these people, man. But yeah. So Little Uzi now. And most people thought, you know, he played for the other team, if you know what I mean.
Appropriate behavior to continue unchecked. Now this personal assistant has filed a lawsuit and provided verified text messages between her and Little Uzi that seems to indicate Uzi might have learned a few things from Diddy. The lawsuit and text exchange reveals just how these celebrities use their money and fame to force those who work for them to compromise themselves for opportunities. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about the latest lawsuit filed against Roc Nation and Little Uzi Vert. Let's get right into it. It seems like the Roc Nation files are never coming to an end. Just a few days back, Roc Nation was exposed again. This time, it was reported that Roc Nation and his artist Little Uzi Vert were being sued by Uzi's former personal assistant. This former personal assistant, identified only as Jane Doe, filed a lawsuit against Little Uzi and Roc Nation in October 2025.
And again, I also want to bring this up, and let me just say this. Again, this is alleged. I'm not saying this stuff is true, but at the same time, when you have people like this that are having these claims against them, and then you look at people like, what's his name, Kai Cenat, who be having a lot of people like this on his stream, and then I'm just saying, like, the whole industry is so connected, man. You got a lot of kids, a lot of youth that are watching Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat is cool with Little Uzi, and with Speed, I think he even hung out with Aiden Rock. So it's all connected, man, all of it. So that's why I say you got to watch your kids, man. What they watching, who they watching, all that stuff.
harassment, wage violations, and a hostile work environment. The plaintiff claims she met the rapper while she was working at a Balenciaga store in Los Angeles in 2022. According to the lawsuit, Uzi was reportedly impressed by her service and offered her a job as a personal assistant.
And again, we know what goes on with Balenciaga. We know what happened with them. And I said it before, people are still wearing it.
Long after the problem started, she claimed that during her employment from 2022 to April 2025, she was subjected to sexual harassment, extreme hours without overtime pay, and a hostile work environment, which eventually led to her resignation. According to Jane Doe, she started receiving inappropriate text messages and experiencing other forms of it shortly after she began working with Uzi. She claims that this is when Uzi started demanding more than expected from a personal assistant, as he began flirting with her and making unwanted advances. Uzi sent her text messages that she included in the lawsuit. One text message read, "Let me see that booty." Another read, "I'm by myself right now, send me something," essentially asking for intimate photos. In another message, Uzi asked her to come rub him down before she left. But the weirdest message he could have sent to one of his employees was this one, texting his assistant, "You're more than my assistant. You are my B word." She also alleged that Uzi would become verbal and hostile when she rejected these advances, which she claims occurred when the rapper was under the influence of drugs. The worst part of this all is when Jane Doe tried to report it to Roc Nation, who did nothing about it. The reason Roc Nation comes into play with all of this is because they represent Little Uzi. Uzi is signed to Roc Nation's management just like Megan Thee Stallion. Roc Nation was the one who formally hired Jane Doe to be Uzi's personal assistant, offering her a yearly salary of $100,000 for the job. Shortly after they hired her and Uzi started, she attempted to report it to Roc Nation, specifically bringing it up to Desiree Perez. The lawsuit stated that the management team tolerated the alleged persistent via explicit text and verbal comments. They did nothing to stop the verbal abuse and the drug-fueled outburst by Little Uzi Vert. So in the lawsuit, she sued the company because she claims they were aware of the alleged misconduct and failed to take action to prevent it or address their complaints, effectively tolerating a hostile work environment. The lawsuit was looking strong as the assistant had text messages and other evidence to prove her claims. But strangely, just days after the lawsuit was filed, it was dropped by the personal assistant. The lawsuit was dropped with prejudice.
So you had all these texts in there, and you were saying all this stuff, and now you done dropped it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, that money, power, right? Man.
The lawsuit was looking strong as the assistant had text messages and other evidence to prove her claims. But strangely, just days after the lawsuit was filed, it was dropped by the personal assistant. The lawsuit was dropped with prejudice, meaning that she can refile it in the future. But besides this, there is no more information on why she dropped the lawsuit. But in my opinion, it was likely because Little Uzi and Roc Nation settled the lawsuit before it went to court, which is usually what happens with many of these cases. But if so, this confirms her allegations to be true, as why else would they settle this? Uzi nor Roc Nation ever acknowledged the lawsuit publicly, choosing to ignore it, hoping it wouldn't become a big story. This was another glimpse at the problem with the music industry. These celebrities think that because they're rich and famous, they can have and do whatever they want. They believe that if they hire someone to work for them, that automatically gives them permission to do with them as they please. They use that power to force people to compromise their morals just to stroke their own ego. Uzi allegedly convinced a woman who already had a job to leave her job and work for him. Also, he can try to force her to hook up with him with the power he had over her. When she refused to compromise herself, he allegedly tried to make her feel worthless and dangle her employment opportunity over her head to try to force her to do it, showing her what power he truly has over her. This is what Diddy did to all his victims, using his money, power, and the opportunities that he could provide to force victims to do whatever he asked of them. Freak-offs and assault were the price of Diddy's industry support, likely what many other celebrities are doing to their employees too. These celebrities think they're gods, and this isn't more obvious than what we see in this situation. This is partly because of companies like Roc Nation though.
The full video will be in the description, man. I stopped this video at 5 minutes 30 seconds. It just aggravated me. And I know truth is because he has to get pissed off when he's making these videos, man. He has to, because like I feel like me and him are very similar as far as how we think, and knowing that like there's something deeper than what they're giving us, you know? And it's like you're at a point where you're kind of, you feel like you just can't do nothing, but you know something is going on, you know? Again, I stopped this video at the 5:30 mark. The video is 14 minutes 48 seconds long. I don't need to see no more, because like when he just said that lawsuit was dropped, oh come on, man. Someone said, I'm getting tired of Roc Nation exposed. No more exposes. Tell us who he is arrested, period. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like someone said, our politicians, presidents, celebrities, and everyone with influence has been exposed my whole life with no consequence. It's like, it's just getting to, it's like technology is so advanced. It's like the news can spread more, which makes it worse because nothing's happening. You know, back in the day, someone had to tell you something, but now you can look it up and it's like, okay, so what's the next step? Why hasn't anything happened? Sheesh, man. Power, power, man. I feel like when things happen, like somebody getting arrested or this or that and that, it's only because they want them to. You know, like the whole Diddy tape coming out 2016, but we just had seen it in 2024 or what, right? 2025, whatever, whenever the tape came out. But that's what I'm saying. If they want it to happen, it will. If they don't, it won't. Appreciate y'all coming over and watching, man. Again, man, shout out to Truth Is for the video. I couldn't even finish it. Pissed me off. All right. Peace out.